The whole secret lies in confusing the enemy, so that he cannot fathom our real intent. When strong, avoid them. If of high morale, depress them. Seem humble to fill them with conceit. If at ease, exhaust them. If united, separate them. Attack their weaknesses. Emerge to their surprise. What the ancients called a clever fighter is one who not only wins, but excels in winning with ease. Rouse him, and learn the principle of his activity or inactivity. Force him to reveal himself, so as to find out his vulnerable spots. One may know how to conquer without being able to do it. One mark of a great soldier is that he fight on his own terms or fights not at all. If you know the enemy and know yourself, your victory will not stand in doubt. If you know heaven and know earth, you may make your victory complete. He who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy who is not, will be victorious.
If the mind is willing, the flesh could go on and on without many things. If your opponent is of choleric temper, seek to irritate him. Pretend to be weak, that he may grow arrogant. Attack is the secret of defense. Defense is the planning of an attack. Thus the expert in battle moves the enemy, and is not moved by him. There are roads which must not be followed, armies which must not be attacked, towns which must not be besieged, positions which must not be contested, commands of the sovereign which must not be obeyed. Anger may in time change to gladness. Vexation may be succeeded by content. But a kingdom that has once been destroyed can never come again into being, nor can the dead ever be brought back to life. Great results can be achieved with small forces. When one treats people with benevolence, justice, and righteousness, and reposes confidence in him, the army will be united in mind and all will be happy to serve their leaders. Attack him where he is unprepared, appear where you are not expected. Convince your enemy that he will gain very little by attacking you. This will diminish his enthusiasm. Ponder and deliberate before you make a move. If soldiers are punished before they have grown attached to you, they will not prove submissive, and, unless submissive, then will be practically useless. If, when the soldiers have become attached to you, punishments are not enforced, they will still be unless. If quick, I survive. If not quick, I am lost. This is death. Knowing the enemy enables you to take the offensive. Knowing yourself enables you to stand on the defensive. Ultimate excellence lies not in winning every battle, but in defeating the enemy without ever fighting. To secure ourselves against defeat lies in our own hands, but the opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. To secure ourselves against defeat lies in our own hands, but the opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. Mystify, mislead, and surprise the enemy. If ignorant both of your enemy and yourself, you are certain to be in peril. Wheels of justice grind slow but grind fine. It is easy to love your friend, but sometimes the hardest lesson to learn is to love your enemy. The general who advances without coveting fame and retreats without fearing disgrace, whose only thought is to protect his country and do good service for his sovereign, is the jewel of the kingdom. Move not unless you see an advantage. Use not your troops unless there is something to be gained. Fight not unless the position is critical. He will win who, prepared himself, waits to take the enemy unprepared. Plan for what it is difficult while it is easy. Do what is great while it is small. There are 5 dangerous faults which may affect a general. 1. Recklessness, which leads to destruction. 2. Cowardice, which leads to capture. 3. A hasty temper, which can be provoked by insults. 4. A delicacy of honor which is sensitive to shame. 5. Over-solicitude for his men, which exposes him to worry and trouble. When your army has crossed the border, you should burn your boats and bridges, in order to make it clear to everybody that you have no hankering after home.